what's his name? That politician, Kayode. You know, I'm sure you know him.
For food Kayode, you mean
that one that he's always jumping away from one political party to the other where there's money, he follows it. You know, remember that guy? You know, he met with Sunday.
Yeah, for food Kayode, FFK.
That's the one. That's the one. I think you know.
When I said for food Kayode, you should have. Oh, come on!
No,
so many of these. You didn't know that.
No, there's this politicians. I mean, some of your audience will know him. You know that guy? He marries one Igbo woman.
Yeah.
If I remember his name, Fani Kayode. Is it Fani Kayode?
No, it's FFK. You got it.
Yes. You remember when Sunday was going to go on rampage? They quickly went to go and meet him.
Yeah.
They make a
policy or something then, right?
Absolutely. They call him. Yeah, they show solidarity. That is like it's a boy. You see, what I can see that happening is that Sunday got caught in, within this politics. You see, when he went to this Benin, it's like they really escorted him to Benin and hold him there. You saw that Sunday himself never meant what he was doing. It's because he got caught by the politician. Those who are for Tinubu, they are there. And from there, he was lured to something else. So now that they say he's coming to say, Yoruba Nation is not participating, we don't know. But let's just give him the benefit of the doubt.
No, don't worry yourself. Okay, let me clear the hair for you. All right, let me clear it for you.
Okay.
Nnamdi Kanu and then Igboho, they are two different personalities in a way. Okay, Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter, right? Igboho is what you can call a gun for hire. But something changed.
Okay.
What changed these days, right? Somebody that people dreaded simply because of his way of life, right? They dread him. They say a lot of things about him. Some of them are not true. Well, it's all about the stories they heard about him. He's a dreadful person that you have to be careful around. And suddenly, this person has turned this known sort of influence of power. He's going to use it not on just us. He's going to use it on the people that are killing us. Why can't we just support him? So that means he's going to do something good in the interest of almost a lot of people. So that it is an accidental, what you can call nationalist.
So you took advantage of
that part. It was like it's always been with these people. It's always been part of the system. It's benefited from the rot. Nnamdi Kanu never participated in the rotting system. So Nnamdi Kanu saw and felt like, you know what, this rotting system must end.
I see.
You get the difference now. So Igboho can change. That's only on him.
I see.
You get that now. Nnamdi Kanu can't really change. He built an ideology. They are offering him what Igboho already has. Privilege, access. That's what they're offering Nnamdi Kanu that is not budging yet.
Okay, I see.
You get the difference now. So it is very, very wrong to compare Igboho.
That's two different. Okay, fair enough. Thank you for clearing the air.
Compared them a lot in the past, but it's so wrong.
Okay, thank you for clearing the air. So the second bit I want to talk about is, this oncoming protest. Something interesting is happening that is a very interesting one. You see, like this protest is coming now. Do you know that this what do you call them? This ISIS or terrorists in Mali? There was an issue in Mali, and a couple of days back, I don't know whether you heard the news.
Right.
Immediately, they say Ukraine came to capture some Russians or with the ISIS. This thing, we need to pay attention to this one. Very important. What is Ukraine doing in Africa? They said they come to round up the Russians. Guess what? When there was an incident in Mali, a day later, we have incident in Bono. These terrorist people came to Bono. They went to cause rampage. There's a connection. Yes, I mean, it's a divergence. So when we meet in Glasgow, we discussed this on the last scale.
No, I'm not even like trying to. I just wanted to say, well, we wish we could just keep exchanging like this, but it's not always like a luxury. It's such a luxury that we don't have. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, I will take another one, and one of these days maybe I will have a chance to sit with you.
We do.
Bless you.
Yeah,
nice one. So I have another caller on the line. And should I take that first or after? So I'll take it after. Yeah. Hello there.
Chairman, my grandfather.
Adeo. How are you, Baba? Adela?
I'm all right. All this, Diaoro, all this, the Egungun, they should be careful.
I mean, what if they
Egungun, be
secret all these
careful.
things already? Young people no longer really respect them per se. But yeah,
Egungun, be careful.
continue.
They should be very, very careful. Michael, the end has come. The end has. This is the beginning of the end itself. This is the beginning of the end itself. Don't be surprised because the people coming out to protest that, we don't want any protests. They will join in this protest. They will join because it's a way of them making a bit of money change. But they will join in the main protest. It's just for them to collect money. They will join now. They will join. They will join. People need to understand the signs of the times that we are living in. And that's what this administration has failed to understand. The signs of the time that we are living in. The signs of the time that we are living in demands a complete overhaul of the whole system. It does not work.
No.
We know it's broken. We know it doesn't work. So if you don't understand the times that we are living in, the signs and times that we are living, you would think it's still, business as usual. You will still think it's, same old. It's still the same status quo. It's the same old. We're just going to get the police out, to get the army out, to do a bit of threat here and there, and everybody will go back inside. But the signs that the time that we are living in demands a complete overhaul of the whole system. Ever since this country was amalgamated, see, Michael, this is the result of bad decisions that was taken by the British way, way years ago, and it is still haunting us, Michael. Yes. So if we do not do this now, this action that we are going to do from tomorrow,
yes,
it would be to the benefit of children unborn. Because if the amalgamation and the capturing of this Nigerian state to produce this contraption has held people down after so many years, it shows you just one decision made by someone can put the entire different generations in captivity.
Economic ruin.
Tomorrow, economic ruin.
See, I saw one infograph from, in fact, it was actually a screenshot from the page, the Kenya Debt Management Office, right? And you see, Kenyans just discovered that as part of the loans they are paying back to all these lenders, there are some of them from as far back as 1972, 1975.
Of course.
And they are still paying the money. Guess how much is the capital? It was like they're borrowing $10 million.
Yes.
And they have been paying back the $10 million since 1972.
And
they have paid more than $10 million that they borrowed, though, all interest on the $10 million. But they still haven't finished paying.
When you draw up a loan amortization schedule, it will tell you all the loan repayments plus capital and interest. And at the end of that period, of that loan period, you have to pay, a bullet or a balloon payment. So if you borrow 10 million and are paying at 5%, you keep on paying that 5% until the term is finished. When that term is finished, you pay back the 10 million. But because those countries were not paying back that lump sum, what happened was that before the end of that term, they will go back and refinance that loan at a different interest rate. So obviously, what was meant to be paid off after that term, they couldn't get a lump sum to pay that 10 million they borrowed. Rather, they will go back into the market, look for another borrower that will borrow them. So there will just be a change of holder of that debt. So whoever issued that debt in the first place will sell to somebody else, and that country will keep on being indebted. So they're just going to refinance the loan, and they have a new interest rate. They'll keep on paying interest until God knows when. But those are the decisions that cripple unborn generation. When you do not make sound decisions, it will come back and haunt your whole entire generation. Because decisions to take out a loan without understanding the affordability will ruin children unborn. And that is see, My God, we are shouting, but 1 year of this man's, imposition has catastrophic effects on unborn generation. It is better we address it now, because the more they stay in authority and in power, the more damages they do. And when you see the power of decision, the moment you decide to take a loan that you cannot afford to pay back, it means that you've set people into perpetual captivity, unborn. So that is the decision,
and that's the thing against those unborn generation that nobody should get away with.
See, Michael, I said it once. This Nigeria, I predicted that this, poverty will be the driving force. The NSAS would they will use that as a building block, and at the end of the day, litigation will be part of the solution, because when everything comes crashing, Nigeria will be a litigation case. We have to say we're going to court to go and finally settle this whole thing. It will end up in litigation. Part of Nigeria will end up in litigation. We will take it to court to see how we can dissolve everything, because all that decisions they have been making has said, can you keep on borrowing upon borrowing upon borrowing without knowing how to pay back? You see, you can borrow money to buy an asset to generate income that will pay back that particular loan facility, but there isn't anything tangible that they are borrowing the money for. It's not capital expenditure. They are not investing in capital in expenditure that will generate foreign exchange, because if you borrow in dollars, you have to make back it in dollars to pay back what you borrowed in dollars. But because only God knows what they are, they borrowed in dollars. So imagine if you're borrowing in dollars and you're making your revenue in naira. But it don't be for you be that now. It don't be.
So you've already,
but if you're borrowing dollars,
set yourself on an economic trap all by yourself.
Because you're dealing with currency.
Genius can change that, no?
Exactly. You'll be dealing with currency incompatibility. You are dealing with political instability with that particular
deal. But if you borrow, that also comes with normal market stuff too.
But if you borrow in dollars and you're making your money back in dollars and you're making a profitable returns, you can pay back what you borrowed. But because it's unprofitable borrowing, we do not know what they are borrowing for and borrowing against, because you're borrowing for something.
They intend to pay back.
All those things are opaque. They're opaque. There's no clarity. I'm sure if we take a deep dive in our own DMO, debt management office, and look at what the size and our loan stock, Michael, we will be crying now. I think it is a good exercise.
They will sit down and be like, man, forget education, forget healthcare, forget security. Politicians can promise you them, but Nigeria has no capacity to give anyone that. Get rid of this road.
That's why I say that part of Nigeria will end up in litigation. We will have to sue that this loan was not taken with us in mind. So there'll be some loans whereby we'll go to court and say Nigeria can't pay because
we're not paying it.
We're not paying because it's part of our litigation, whereby we'll take ourselves to court. Whoever gave this government money, knowing fully well that they don't have the capacity, because Nigeria is a failed entity. If we demand for change of constitution, it will have adverse effects on all the people that have given us money, all our lenders.
Now they are worried. A lot of African countries are currently watching what's going to happen in Nigeria.
They worry now.
They
worry if you are borrowing
in Nigeria. Other West African countries will receive visitors. Because why? Their youth are going to hit the street immediately if they see it happen in Nigeria.
Babana virus. Now, see, if you borrowed Nigeria money, and Nigeria says they want to change constitution, you'll be worried now, how are you going to get your money back? Because it will end up in litigation, because the new Nigeria entity, whatever it might be, will say, sorry, Otilo, that money where you give these people, we don't see anything, so go and chase the people, it's part of Nigeria will end up in
the
litigation.
People that you gave the money to, we won't pay
it will end up in litigation, because if we finally get a new constitution with our referendum and all those things in place, then it will be arguable to all the rubbish they've been doing to date. Who's going to be responsible for it? Baba, good night.
I love the fact that you actually add your own views from the economic perspective as an accountant. So thank you for making this platform
Baba, God bless you, enjoy. Right? God bless you, sir.
Right. So people who call in are those who mostly further help to make this platform reach. If not, Mayegun will just be this talking head. Or you always know that you end up having to hear from others, even if you are not going to agree with them, in which you'll be like, oh, makes sense. Or you are going to be super agree with them because, oh my God, it's so good. All of this gives you the variety on Mayegun's Diary Political to listen to other viewers, people who are watching like you, right? But please like the broadcast if you have actually been really enjoying this so far, you say. Yeah. Hello.
Maye Baba.
Erumole.
Maye Baba.
How are you, Baba?
Ade, my brother. Good evening, my brother. How are you? How is Agbeke?
I am very well. Oh, we are all good. Oh, kicking.
How is Agbeke? I am Mayegun.
Not alone. She's
I
there.
am really loaded, Doko.
Erumole.
Go easy, Baba.
I tell you.
Now, sure, they always they appreciate most. No, because I know they appreciate you too.
I know.
But Baba, for us, we day here, we know as they go. Say, running family and other things, no day easy.
And then somebody said that now because of this, I smoke cigar, that's why I'm skinny. I barely sleep. I'm here and I could barely like have 3-4 hours sleep a day in the last 4 years of my life, especially.
Mayegun,
So where is that gonna
come from? Baba, I want to mu cigar. Mu gbana. Mu cocaine. Tara daddy won't gbọ̀n. Tí daddy wọn ò lè dúró dáadáa. Tọ́lọ́ ń pààrọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ní France, tọ́lọ́ ń pààrọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń pààrọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ UK. Wọ́n rí nǹkan sọ sí yẹn. Bàbá, ẹni tẹ́ èébú bá wà lára ẹ̀ kò ń búyàn.
Ìyẹn kan o.
Mayegun, ẹni tẹ́ èébú bá wà lára ẹ̀ kò yẹ kó máa búyàn. Bàbá, 100% èébú oríṣiríṣi ló wà lára wọn. Wọn ò lójú tì ní. They have no shame. Baba, so they talk. See, person we no get shame, no fit shame am. Nothing.
You can't shame the shameless.
You no fit shame this. Them be shameless people now. So how you want to shame them? Quick one. I know say maybe the last one.
People where they down. You're not supposed to kick person where they down already.
I'm telling you. Last day I call in, I forget to appreciate this guy, Joba Lande. I really appreciate that guy, and I like that.
You are the second person talking about him. I'm going to bring his video back tomorrow morning. Go on.
See, Baba, you see, the reason I said I appreciate that guy is last year, you know that guy survived a suicide mission. Okay, you didn't come across his video. That guy
did, but he's always a comedian to me.
See, this
like
one
everything
is
about him is like I'm not serious. Like I just want to laugh.
That guy was frustrated. He was depressed to the extent that he left his house. I forgot which area.
Oh, I remember the story now, where everybody was looking for him.
Walked down to you know where they saw him? Somewhere around. Is it not after he got or something? He was frustrated. He was depressed. Baba, if not this Western world. Now, what in that guy they tried to express with that yesterday?
He was supposed to be on benefits. Yes, now.
God bless you.
Collecting support because he is depressed,
Baba,
he's sick.
Baba, that guy mental health. What in that guy pass through? If not be say that guy a strong person, Baba. Some things where some people they pass through for this Europe, where then they go commit suicide. A lot of people busting lock on. Last year, one my neighbor, the second street. Now Dave would call the guy. Loft,
God damn it, man.
I tell you.
Ha.
Understand? You can't imagine, person with the Niger, what's that guy they pass through, financially, mentally, we make him waka. The guy say no when you waka in that place where they say, I ain't no lie. So for the guy to come out, they talk like that yesterday. Now because of what he don't pass through. You understand me? When I dey young, call him back for about me. My father always say one word. You know that when we dey small, if somebody they sick, or say, I dig they worry me. My papa go, if somebody did there is concern, na fence sick, that guy. Now then they use that time. If another person, okay, go and take a fence sick or dagger. My father will ask that person, understand me that, when have you got that type of headache before?